Here's one, guys. Ethan, Netflix Gamer here. Today I want to talk about Netflix, transmedia IPs, and could we see Netflix games, which are actually games that are original IPs, be turned into TV shows and movies for Netflix. Now, who doesn't know what a transmedia or cross-media IP is? It tends to be an IP similar to Stranger Things, for example, where it exists in multiple different planes, where it's got obviously the main bit of content it's from, which in this case is a TV show, and then obviously you got stuff like obviously Netflix doing, books for it and games. So that's what a cross-media transmedia IP is. And well, with Netflix games, obviously you got some original IPs like Oxenfree, for example. Now, Oxenfree to me would be it would be great as an adult animated series for me. I feel like that could find quite a large appeal to a large audience. Obviously Oxenfree is a great little game, obviously the whole mystery thing, and obviously what they could do is they could obviously sort of, basically with Oxenfree, they could essentially do like an adult cartoon and have it like maybe explore a previous story in the universe. It doesn't have to tie to the actual games. It can obviously explore a story from many long time ago in the same world, obviously, but whether or not it's obviously relevant to the actual story of the actual game, and obviously Oxenfree 2 doesn't really matter. Now, what else they could do is obviously Dungeon Boss. Dungeon Boss Respawned is obviously quite popular. Some people have issues with it because obviously it's not like the original game, but I have no problem with it. And basically, from what I understand, Oxenfree is obviously not Oxenfree. Dungeon Boss obviously could have basically a series of animated shorts, whether it be for kids or adults. It comes down to what Netflix wants to do and where Netflix feels like this game is targeted. But they could do a bunch of shorts on the different heroes and different characters in the game, exploring their backstory, showing their stuff, or like maybe just doing something similar to Skylanders Academy. That would be another good one to do. Similarly, Netflix owns the game Afterparty. Afterparty is obviously an original game by Night School Studios. Obviously, it's not on Netflix games yet, but I do feel like if Netflix brings it over, they could also adapt it into something like a movie. Like they could do either a big adult animated movie, or they could do obviously just a normal live action movie for Afterparty. It'd be a huge success. I reckon a lot of people would enjoy such a thing. Now, whether or not Netflix actually does that, we have to wait and see. Obviously, I don't work for Netflix. I have no control over what Netflix does. But hopefully we will see Netflix come forward and like, hey, we're going to, adapt some of our previous IPs, which obviously are gaming focused, into like TV shows and movies. Now, I will say not every IP, gaming IP, will translate into a movie or TV show very well. There will be some that obviously do not actually, translate that well. But we will have to wait and see what Netflix does, and if Netflix does go down this path, because those are just some notable ones that I feel they could adapt. Likewise, there's other stuff like Cozy Grove, which I feel like would be a nice little animated series and could actually appeal to more of a teen or tween audience, depending on what Netflix does. But like I have no control of Netflix, so hopefully Netflix does some of the stuff in this video that I've suggested, but we will have to wait and see what Netflix plans to do and what Netflix does long term. Anyway, guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I'm trying to hit 130 subs. Please make sure you subscribe. I've been Ethan Netflix Gamer, and I'm signing out. Peace.